Welcome back, passive income investors alike. Today, this is Apple Card, a new kind of credit card created by Apple, not a bank, but backed by a bank. Goldman Sachs, in fact. We're going to break this down, including my own personal thoughts on it. If you don't know what Apple Card is lately, well, I don't know where you've been, but Apple has been on fire. Everyone's talking about this new credit card Apple has come out with, and I kind of want to just break everything down really quick. Apple Card completely rethinks everything about credit cards. It represents all things Apple stands for, like simplicity, transparency, and privacy. It builds on the incredible ease and security that millions of people love about Apple Pay, and it's the first card that actually encourages you to pay less interest. You can buy things effortlessly with just your iPhone or use Apple-designed titanium card anywhere in the world. Not really. It's kind of whoever really only accepts Apple Pay. I'm not exactly sure 100% of how this system works. The thing I'm going to say right off the hop that I love most about this card is the fact that it's basically a free card. There's no monthly fee for having it, and it does an incredible job at monitoring essentially your daily uses and what you're buying. And they're trying to use this to help stop fraud because Apple has experienced a lot of fraud with Apple Pay in the past. I left a little article open here somewhere. It says millions are being lost to Apple Pay fraud. Will Apple Card come to the rescue? I'll leave this link in the description below, and it kind of just explains how Apple has been frauded in the past with their Apple Pay stuff, and it's just kind of an interesting little story. But just let's look at quickly some of the things people are saying here and some of the ads. So let me turn the volume up here for you guys, get this nice and loud, because these are the most interesting videos I've come across.
Apple Card is designed to take advantage of the power of the iPhone. This means it can do all sorts of things that no other credit card can do. Apple Card is also always with you because it's in your iPhone, in the Wallet app. And the Wallet app has completely new capabilities. So you can see everything you need to know about your Apple Card, like what you've spent, how much you've spent, where and when your payment is due. Many of you looking at your credit card statements today might recognize seeing transactions that look like this. Cryptic merchant names that are pretty hard to decipher. With Apple Card, we use machine learning and Apple Maps to transform this mess into names and locations that you'll recognize.
So honestly, I think this is the biggest highlight of this entire app right here, is just the fact that it actually shows you what you spent and where you spent it, as almost it pretty much happens on this app. I think it's an incredible thing that's going to help out a lot of people. I don't want to watch the rest of the video because she just touches on points I've already mentioned, i.e. things like that the card essentially is completely free. There's no monthly fee for using it. There's no like sign up fee or anything like that. They're trying to make it as easy as possible to get your hands on this card. So it's going to be a very interesting introduction, and I think, again, don't quote me on this, there's another video right here where an expert talks about Apple credit card to be rolled out globally. Wish it was global because right now it's only in a select few countries, and it's not coming to Canada. If you live in Canada, if you're one of my Canadian subscribers here, guys, unfortunately there is no talk of Canada. Apple announced to launch a new credit card for its American consumers that boast no fees, low interest rates, and rewards that can be immediately redeemed. The 2% reward, something I haven't mentioned yet, they're giving about, I think, 2% back on purchases. But again, this comes to the problem that there's only certain places you can use Apple Pay. Just remember that not all stores allow Apple Pay yet, guys. But let's watch this video really quick.
Specifically, we launched about 6 months ago. We've got over 200,000 users now, $10 billion plus in deposits. And so we continue to build it out. Obviously, we have great aspirations for the business here in the UK and globally. We want to be able to access millions and millions of customers and really have a consumer-centric digital platform that interfaces across a broad range of different products for them. So we want them to be able to save, so obviously the deposit platform, manage their wealth, spend, borrow. And so it'll be the full array of products, but obviously it's going to take time to complete this journey. But we've gotten off to a terrific start, and I'm really encouraged with the progress we've made to date.
So this video, I think, really highlights that this has some real grounding to it, and where I think it has the most grounding of all is just, again, on monitoring expenses. There's something that really helps out, and Dave Ramsey mentions this a lot, that when you spend money and not use a credit card, you feel the pain because you literally are counting the pile of money slowly degrade in your wallet, and you're seeing it happen. When you use your credit card, usually you don't even think about it. And again, like they mentioned in this past video here, guys, that if you are just running around getting these random expenses, you end up not knowing where they come from, because at the end of the year when you do taxes, my mom runs into this problem all the time, and it's just a general annoyance. I think Apple is solving a serious problem here. Again, this credit card has its own faults. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to boast the heck out of this company here. If you want to watch some really good critiquing, Stephan's video I watched last night did a really good job.
Credit card created by Apple, not a bank.
Okay, so let's clarify that one a little bit further, because it's created by Apple, but then it's backed by a bank, and that bank is Goldman Sachs, who also happens to be a leader in the subprime mortgage scandal of 2007, where they admitted to defrauding investors and agreed.
We're not going to watch all of this right now. Obviously, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. I just wanted to show you a quick tip. He does a really good job looking at kind of both sides of this. And obviously, this card doesn't offer the best or the most rewards. But again, where I think it's going to prosper is in finance, and making finance and the use of using a credit card easier and safer. I think this is revolutionary for Apple. And as we all know, Apple, guys, if you didn't buy it on this big dip that happened here, I mean, sorry for you. I was buying a few more shares down here as well, considering Microsoft was a much bigger company, guys, and its PE is a heck of a lot more higher. Like, look at Apple, or Microsoft is sitting at 27 PE, and I mean, it's the same kind of tech company. Obviously, you can't put them in the same bracket, but when you compare their charts, it's kind of staggering to see all these other tech companies with these really high PEs, and then you have Apple sitting with this unusually low PE against its peers. This is what appeals me the most about Apple. It used to have $1 trillion market cap. Obviously, it's fallen off. But again, when you compare their balance sheet, I think there's only one other company on the planet that's in this kind of sector that can compete with this balance sheet. And technically, it's Facebook. And again, Facebook isn't even competing in the same realm. It's just when you look at the return on like assets and equity, just the overall book value, like it's just what an incredible company here, guys. Like, even let's take a look at their balance sheet, because if you've never looked at Apple's balance sheet, this is something to be admired. We're talking about billions of dollars with a B. Like, just a staggering amount, guys. Like, look at the total asset value along with the total liabilities here. It's just a staggeringly large company, and it's incredible to look at this balance sheet, and to not be a part of this, I think, is something you're missing out on. I've always said that a $10,000 investment in Apple will make you enough money every year to buy their newest product and still have the initial investment. I love Apple for that one reason. I currently own about $16,000 or $17,000 worth of this at an average buy price, I think around, don't quote me on this, somewhere around 150, 160. I don't know why I don't remember that off the top of my head, considering how many shares I bought. But don't worry, I'm going to be updating my entire portfolio. At the end of every month, I'm going to do a full portfolio update on my dividend increases and how much my equity's either gone up or down. So stick around for that, guys. That's coming up in less than a week. And I hope you enjoyed this really quick overview of the Apple credit card. I would love to get this, but I can't because they're not introducing it to Canada. So that's the unfortunate dilemma here, guys. But I would highly suggest that you get this. Don't pay anything for having it, like a monthly fee or anything. And I think just to have something that can monitor your expenses in this way would be so beneficial to a lot of people, just looking aside from the benefits and getting discounts on Apple products. Again, not the greatest discounts in the world. Just please watch this Stephan video. It's really a good thing to go over. But for the average person, I think just having this and trying to utilize this, again, not thinking about getting rewards or anything, just in the aspect of looking at your finances and being able to monitor them correctly and accurately, especially for when tax season comes around, I think this would be an incredible tool, guys. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video at all, remember to slap a like on it, guys. Sorry if you feel like you've been neglected lately. I have been working severely on a side project. I'm starting a Shopify store, which I will reveal to you probably tomorrow if I can get most of it done today, guys. So look forward to that, and I will see you very soon.